Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know this is a little different from what I've been doing lately, but I used to do a lot of videos like this like a year ago, and I decided to try to bring other content into the channel besides just peculiar occurrences, because I get burnt out on them if that's all that I'm doing. So today I'd like to talk about someone that I am a huge fan of, and that would be Shane Dawson and his new series on Jake Paul. I've seen that he has a lot, and I mean a lot, of backlash from this, and I know everyone knows this, everyone's putting out videos about this, but I want to talk about it myself and give my own opinions, because a lot of people have been really mad at him. And as I've been saying, if you follow me on Twitter, as I've been saying over and over and over again, just wait for the series to play out. This is how Shane Dawson works. I know he's probably getting exposed to a larger audience, stepping into the Paul brothers audience, and maybe even a lot of people that has no clue who Shane Dawson is. But I've personally been following him since about 2007, 2008, around the time he came out. Not on this channel. This channel's only been around since like 2010, 2011, but I have older channels that I just use as a viewer. But I have followed him since like the beginning of his career, and you know, at first I thought he was funny and stuff, but I wasn't highly into him until I saw his coming out video, and then I felt in his coming out video, that's when everything just kind of changed with him, and I could see more the real, genuine person that he is. I'm more making this video for people that this Jake Paul series, it's the first time they've ever seen Shane Dawson, okay? Because Shane Dawson, if you go and you look at his old stuff, which not many people look at a YouTuber's older stuff, you know, unless they just happen to come across it in search or something. They never really look at a YouTuber's older stuff. It's just something that I've noticed, being a small YouTuber. But he has evolved, you know, he's done comedy skits, he's done parodies, he used to do he got real big doing a conspiracy series, but really when he did his coming out videos, when he sucked me in as a viewer, because after that he started like really being able to show the real him and not having to hide behind a mask anymore, you know, not more so than any YouTuber does. And as he's evolved as a creator, his stuff has become more and more dramatic. You know, like everybody's been complaining because he made, you know, all this stuff around being a sociopath, all dramatic and scary, and with the scary music in the background. But that's just something that you do as a creator. I mean, if you watch my videos for peculiar occurrences, or some of my vlogs, like my stalker vlog, I was actually very afraid that some people might think that that was fake or something, because it was very real. I wish it was fake, but I wanted to make it entertaining, so I kind of took a tip from Shane Dawson and started matching the background music to try to match the feeling I wanted the viewer to feel in the moment that they were watching each scene throughout that video, in my Daystalker video. Like, you know, it was all happy-go-lucky when I'm playing with my kids and stuff. Then when I found my door standing open, I made it all dramatic music to try to, you know, pull and let you know this is a dramatic moment. You know, this, I'm scared, I'm afraid, I'm frightened. You know, and that's sort of what, that's what Shane Dawson does. No sort of to it. That is what Shane Dawson does. And that's what he did in this series, because, you know, you have to keep your viewer enchanted and entertained and pulled into the story of what you're trying to produce and convey to them. This is a entertainment platform. So I just feel that's what he's been doing, is trying to make it as entertaining as he can. And as far as that BetterHelp scandal, there's been a lot of people trying to say that he's behind it, or that he knew that it was a scandal and stuff. Honestly, my honest opinion on the BetterHelp scandal is I don't think any of the big YouTubers knew it was a scam. I mean, a lot of that stuff was in their terms of service, and let's be honest, do you read terms of service for any site? There may be a couple of you out there that do, but for the majority of us that don't have a law degree, we don't. Because for most terms of service, you about damn have to be a lawyer to even understand it. Okay? And they are supposed to have managers and stuff that do things like that. But, I mean, I don't really know how that works. I'm not a big enough YouTuber to know how that works. But those management teams should have protected the creators and the viewers from the BetterHelp scandal. They should have looked into that. At the same time, you know, I've also been hearing stuff about the BetterHelp scandal where people are saying that they had a bad experience. See, I don't think that that's happened to the majority of large YouTubers, because I've heard about it happening to some small YouTubers. But I don't think that that's happened to the majority of the big YouTubers, because this is BetterHelp's main way of advertising, or so it seems. So of course they're going to make sure that their big advertisers are taken care of. They're probably providing them with their best counselors and whole teams to keep them happy, and to, you know, to try to keep from being exposed as a scam. That's just my personal opinion on it. I think that these bigger YouTubers were catered to by BetterHelp, so they would think that, you know, this is really legit. And a lot of them, like Boogie, probably was really helped through this platform. It's really disappointing that it's a scam, though, because honestly, this could have been a wonderful thing. It could have helped so many people. I especially think about people that are agoraphobic or have agoraphobic tendencies and don't leave their house. Because, you know, it requires you to leave your house to go to counseling. But with BetterHelp.com, it didn't. So that would have been like something really good for people like that. So that's just my personal opinion on the BetterHelp thing, to get that out of the way. I don't think Shane had anything to do with it, which is why he dropped it from being advertised on the rest of his series, because, you know, he was scammed, we were scammed. They're victims too. I mean, I know they got money and stuff from it, but they were tricked, you know, they were tricked too, which I think is just a bad idea overall. This is something, you know, I heard Joy Sparkles say, if you guys watch her, I watched Joy Sparkles say, and I fully agree with that it's a bad idea to try to make money off of people's mental health. That is just a completely bad idea. So, if the YouTubers are guilty of anything, I think it's that. But I think a lot of them really just wanted to help their audience because it had helped them. So yeah, with that out of the way, as far as the Jake Paul series goes, I think Shane is doing a wonderful job. I have been entranced. I love it. Not only that, but I've been into his series. Like I've watched all of his latest series. You know, the stuff with Graveyard Girl, the stuff with little girl that was a musician, Molly Burke. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the blind YouTuber Molly Burke. And I'm not saying that to be derogatory or anything. That's just what she's known for, you know? And that's really got me into her, too. I watch her all the time now. And I've got to see a lot of inside stuff and collabs she's done with other YouTubers now, and I really like her. And in my opinion, Shane Dawson's stuff is just getting better and better and better and better and better. And he is completely topping himself with every video he does, which is why he's dominating the platform right now. Okay, guys? I mean, he's human, so keep that in mind, and he's not gonna please everyone. Like, hold on. Let's see. So, I am looking at Shane Dawson's Social Blade right now, and it is at 18 million and moving. It keeps moving, but over 18 million, right at, Jesus, it keeps moving. Okay, yeah. It is at 18 million subscribers. Can you imagine trying to keep 18 million people happy, like all of them, at the same time? it's not possible. There are people that's going to be mad. A lot of people it's going to be mad. And if the statistics for sociopaths is really 1 in 25, that's a lot of sociopaths and 18 million people. I'm just saying. So, yeah. And now it's coming about, like, I think we're up to part 6. I think there's 2 more parts left. But we're starting to see that, no, Jake Paul is not a sociopath. You know, it's mostly a character, you know? He's not a sociopath. He shows feelings. He's loving to his girlfriend. All of that stuff. I'm actually viewing Jake Paul in kind of a different light now. You know, I actually watched a video of his the other day. It's the very first Jake Paul video I've ever seen. And it was on his thoughts of this whole Shane Dawson series. And I would have never watched that if it wasn't for Shane Dawson. You know, in a way, it feels like Shane's kind of becoming the Oprah, Dr. Phil of YouTube. I love it. I love it. Though I'm really worried about him because, like, he's been sick and he's been posting that he's sick lately. And people are getting mad at him for being sick. He is a human being. You know, and it's hard to keep trying to put out when you're sick. He needs to rest when he's sick so he doesn't die. If you want to continue to consume his content, care about him as a person. Remember, he is a person too. And I'm personally worried about him, and I personally hope that he's getting rest, and if it's a kidney infection or something, because he was talking about it was like a kidney infection or a UTI, I hope he's drinking lots of cranberry juice and taking some medication for that, because I know it doesn't sound serious to a lot of people, but it can be really serious. I've had a kidney infection so bad that it made me pass out multiple times. I mean, just hit the floor, pass out, no clue what just happened to myself. And for all we know, this could be happening to Shane now. I mean, especially with being sick, on top of stress, on top of him being such a genuine and decent and good and kind-hearted person, you know? He really takes to heart when people get mad at him. He really takes to heart when his viewers are upset with him and his viewers don't like the content that he's putting out. You know, he really takes that to heart, and that's just raising his stress levels on top of him being sick. So I'm actually pretty worried about Shane right now. I'm kind of hoping that after this series that he has time to take a break, take a vacation, something. This man needs to get away with his boyfriend or something and just take a break and take time to breathe. Just breathe, Shane. Just... oh, God. Just... breathe. That's something stuck in my throat. Okay. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the Shane Dawson thing and the BetterHelp thing and just all that all together. I mean, I just worried about him. And Shane, I doubt you'll ever see this, but if you do, get some rest, honey. You need to get some rest. I'm a mama. I can tell these things, okay? Okay, sweetheart, go get some rest. You need to take a nap. Maybe go to the beach, man. Do something. I know you're not really an outside person. Maybe, you know, go do something and chill and relax. Do something you enjoy doing. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And I'm going to quit rambling and jump off here. So, yeah, let's end this the other way. I love you guys. Thank you always for being my viewers, being my friends, being my fans. And, oh, yeah, and I'm trying to get Patreon going. So, if you want to see peculiar occurrences a couple of days early, I will be releasing those early on Patreon, and you can follow me there and see them early there. So yeah, oh yeah, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and all that good stuff. Thumbs up this video, subscribe, hit that bell. I got gas and keep burping. Yeah, so do all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Peace.
YouTube has just demonetized all of my videos, so please help support the creator by checking out my merch store. Novaland is a store where you can find t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, iPhone cases, and many designs designed by me. As well, a Peculiar Occurrence fan? Well, I've opened up a store just for you. So head on over and buy your Peculiar Occurrence gear today. Links are in the description box below. Thank you.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.